Hello, everybody. Just make sure we're streaming. Yep, we are. Nice to see you all again. Second stream of the day, same series. Of course, we got some done in the morning. You know, we got a couple more hours to get some more flights in. Got lots to cover, so I want to do as much as possible. Really enjoying it so far. So I may as well keep going. If you didn't see the last episode, I won't go through the whole flight plan, obviously, but the last episode we did from Tilsonburg to Point Pelee Island, and from Pelee Island to Windsor, and then most importantly from Windsor to Winnipeg. So long flight, and now we're in Manitoba. Hey to One Potato, how you doing? Nice to see you. So now we're going to be exploring Manitoba. It's you can't really see the boundaries of it, obviously it doesn't show the provinces, but we're going to be flying west first to a city called Brandon, and then we're going to be flying north to a couple spots I have selected. So if I check my spreadsheet, which again, the spreadsheet for the route is in the description, or if you go into pinned comment, there's the Discord link, and on the Discord you can get the spreadsheet, and you'll see messages at the end of each episode that go over what we did that episode, and most importantly, the pictures we took. So you can kind of follow along the journey, and then there's also a channel for location suggestions there. So that's how you can do that if you want to see a certain city or a certain landmark on the journey. We're just taking suggestions for North America right now because I will be in North America for a long time, so I don't want to take one from somewhere else and then forget about it. So, hey Hardcore, how you doing? Nice to see you. All right, where are we at? We're at Winnipeg, so Charlie, Yankee, Whiskey Golf. Oops. Trying to look at a different screen and type. There we go. And we're going to Brandon Municipal Airport, which is Charlie. Ooh, I'm typing in the wrong thing again. Charlie, Yankee, Bravo, Romeo. This is an airport that was suggested by a viewer last stream. It's their hometown, so we'll be flying over it. Let me quickly pull up the aircraft type list. Chillin', good. So am I. Let's get the C400. Alright, search Corvallis. So it's no C400, it's not on there, that's great. That's fine. Yep, SimBrief doesn't have it as a thing, so that's okay. Let's just go with the Cirrus SR22T. It's similar, single engine turboprop. That's SR2T, just for fuel calculations reasons. It'll be pretty similar. Sweet, I'll look up. Awesome. I will rock my wings. Glad you're able to join so you can see it. Sorry, let's see. We're landing runway 26. I believe there's only one runway there, so obviously it means two runways, so we'll just generate. It's a municipal airport. I don't think there's ILS at this airport or anything, and so we'll just import and do it as SimBrief wants. We won't check in advance. Alright, let's import it. And it's been imported. Here we go. Winnipeg to Brandon. And let's make sure we set our departure. We'll just go to this ramp here and start the flight. So let's head west. I got Navigraph for 737 specifically, and it's better than I thought. Yeah, it's amazing. It's well worth it for those who can afford it. It's definitely not required because you can get the charts online, but it's just so much more convenient. It's my first time flying this plane, so this will be a new experience. And all the things that come with that will come with it, such as crash landing, or landing a little bit less soft than I'd like. Nice plane though. I like the livery I chose too. It's the first one. A nice silver. Love it. Career ATC still doesn't like it though. Yeah, Career ATC will never like it ever. That's why we're essentially playing with no ATC. In the Tour of the World Series, we started with it and we had it turned on at the beginning of each flight and then had to turn it off every flight. So unfortunately now we've just been going without it, but it kind of avoids a distraction. And I don't just mean the distraction of contacting ATC, but the distraction of canceling it. Because it's just so annoying. Alright, let's get our checklist up. Because in the series we're also following all the checklists. As in we're not doing Control E to start up. That's just inspection. Yeah, let's ignore that. Pre-flight is complete. Fuel selector. Select the fullest tank. Okay. Left or right? This is a huge selector. Is it necessary? Wow. Alright. Avionics is off. Brakes. Test. Let's get the pedals in front of me. That'd be useful, right? There we go. Test brakes. Oh, there's the rudder. They're working. Alright, parking brake is set. Mixture rich. That's all the way in, right? Prop RPM lever. Max RPM. Throttle. Open it a 1/4 inch. Can I like turn on the avionics first? No, okay. 1/4 inch, not an inch. Or a quarter of the way through. 1/4 inch. Battery switch on. Strobe on. Well, hold on. Now the batteries aren't. Can I just do the flight plan stuff first? Yeah. Air brakes in 400 for the win. There's air brakes in this thing? Nice. I think I have a keybind for it. No, I thought it was slash. This is a slash. No, I don't know. No, the navigation display won't come on with just that simple avionics on. That's fine. Let's continue. Oh, and it's nice and wood. Now I can see that without the highlighted thing on it. Alright, strobe lights on. Navigation lights on. Auxiliary fuel pump on for 3 to 5 seconds, then off. On. Off. Magneto switch, start. That's not start. I can't go any further though. So I guess that is start, and then that's run. Okay. Oops. Sure, that worked, I guess. Start position, then both. Yeah, so I couldn't actually turn it more, but it seemed to work. Avionics master switch on. Perfect. Next to throttle, I believe. Oh, oh, speed brake, yep. What just happened? I see that. Is that the little speed brakes? What? That's it? What is that supposed to do? Is that a joke? It's like a bird deflector. Okay, well. If it works, I guess. Alright, time to enter a flight plan in the G1000. I haven't done this since career mode. And even then, we weren't doing complicated flight plans or anything, so. Not that this is complicated. But this will be interesting. Are things imported at all? Yes, they are. Let's go to our sim brief dispatch. Literally murders airspeed. Wow, okay. Good. As long as it works. 18. Not 8. And... oh, wait. Oh, there's ILS there, really? Okay. Hold on, this is not at all what this is wanting. One moment. Let's just check the charts at the airport we're going to and see if there's only one ILS runway. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I can't look around when I open the charts. That's the criminal sin. There we go. CYBR. Let's just check the 10-9 real quick. Look at the airport info. So it wants to do ILS on runway 8. And SimBrief wants me to land where? Runway 26. So I assume there's only ILS on runway 8. Yep. So let's just change it to 8. Let's make it easy on us. I usually check this in advance, but I didn't think there'd be any ILS there, so. Let's find a new route and generate it. And import it. Although this already says runway 8 anyway, so. There we go. Sorry, I gotta get used to moving this thing around again. It's a little confusing to me. Oh, man, I wish this thing was touchscreen. I really do hate it. So there's the flight plan. The procedures. Select approach. Enter. ILS 8. Enter. We're coming from this way. No, we're coming from... Let's look at Navigraph. We're coming from the east. Let's unload the flight and import the flight. I believe we'll just want CACSIG, but we'll see. Let's close it and look in here. And let's get this out of the way so I can actually see what I'm looking at. Come on, let's stop doing that. Flights. Approach is available. ILS 8. Transition. Nude it. Where is this runway? Why am I coming? What is all this? There we go. Snoot it on top there? Don't know why I'm having such a hard time seeing it this time. Runway 8. Oh, there it is nuded. Okay, yep, it's on top. That makes sense. Yeah, I can see it there. Duh. Enter that. That's already in. Okay. So let's just cancel that since it's already here. And we need to select ILS runway 8. Add to route. There we go. Just don't know about this arrival. Looks right. Yep. Talib 2 arrival. So let's set that on here as well. Nope, that's the wrong dial. Select arrival. Talib 2 for runway 8. And load. Oops. Oops. Oh man, I hate this thing. Runway 8, vocal, CACSIG, and then we have this. Omivi, Nudit. Okay, yeah, and then the approach. Looks good. Talib, and before that we have... Scroll up to make sure. No, that's not what I can do. Come on. Flight plan. Why can't I scroll up now? Why can't I scroll up? You ever played Tower Sim 3? I have. It's a lot of fun, actually. Stressful, but a lot of fun. Why can't I move my cursor up to the previous waypoints? I'm confused. Alright. Guess what is hope and pray that it's right. I didn't even know you could do multiplayer. That's cool. Sure. That'll be good enough. Worst case, we'll direct to like Talip or something. We'll figure out, we'll mess around with that more as we go. I think we're good to go. Let's throw on our taxi lights. Which are down here. Oh, landing lights. Okay, come on. There we go. We'll keep both on, that's fine. Park and brake off. And let's pull up the 10-9 for this. We're taking off runway 18. Throttle. Hello? Just let me plug that throttle back in 1 second. Why is it not working here? Well, it's just working before. Come on. Uh-oh. See if it shows up now. There we go. It was just disconnected from the USB, my bad. There we go. Now the park brake can come off. Now let's get going. And let's go back to our charts. Wow, what is going on? Lots of sound. And we got the leg of the sim brief opening. What is all that sound? All the seatbelts and stuff. There's tons of rattling. What is that? It's so annoying. Please stop doing that. Alright, let's pull up the 10-9. Moving maps. Why did that go away? I hate when this stuff resets for no reason. There we go. Runway 18. That's simple enough. Let's go. I hope that sound goes away after you start driving a little bit. That's rather annoying, honestly. A lot of movement sound. Tell your passenger sit still. Yeah, dude. Stop messing with your seatbelt. Holy crap. You're gonna be kicked out of here so fast. Let's pull up the chart right on here. It's nice that you can do that. And let's zoom in a little bit. Alright, love the cars on the runway. Or at the taxiway. It's fine, we get around them. Luckily. We're speeding down the taxiway. Got places to be. Integrated power service, something? Interesting. Welcome everyone who's joined, by the way. Appreciate you all being here. We are flying from Winnipeg to Brandon, Manitoba right now. I believe it is the user Buzzcock's hometown, if I'm not mistaken. See my house from here already? We haven't even took off. You're that close, huh? I don't see many houses. Do you live in a hangar? Welcome, by the way, WPG. Maybe you live in the forest here. What an interesting looking forest it is. What's going on with that? It's like cardboard houses. Maybe that's where you live. Saskatchewan Ave in the distance. Oh, right there. Hey, you're close. Okay, cool. Awesome. Are you this way? Just over that forest, just that way? Okay. I'll fly over it once we take off. Oh, you can actually move them a little bit at a time. That's cool. Charts. Let's close the chart. Go back. Yeah, there we go. Which way is south? I think this is north locked. Yeah, it is. So, 1 second. Range. Let me just slam on the brakes 1 sec. Cemetery, actually? Oh, okay. That would explain why it's kind of confused. Let's, where's my range dial? Sorry, I'm so not used to G1000 again. So, yes, that is... Straight ahead is north. That's to the east. So south is where we're taking off. We're taking off south. Let's set our flaps. And I know nothing about this aircraft. I've never flown it, so this will be something. It's been a minute since I've been on the G1000s as well, so I'm sure I'll make it work. Where's my autopilot panel? Down there? Oh no, it's up on the G1000, I see. Just like the 172, so alright. Throttle? Is my throttle inverted here? I gotta stop the takeoff here. What's going on? Alright, I think it's fine now. We're having some power issues there. This plane is just incredibly weak, possibly. Come on. Brookside Cemetery, okay. We're accelerating. I'm not really sure if this is full power. It didn't seem like it, but it kind of sounds like it outside. We have a long runway, so we'll figure it out, I guess. And this thing is loud on the ground. I think that's the R. That's rotate, I imagine. It's a bit early, it seems, but yeah, it doesn't need much. Fixed gear. Not a ton of power, it seems. Flying south, I would fly over that cemetery there. Yeah, something's wrong with the power. This is the mixture. Max in. Oh. Aha. How do we take off without that fixed? Alright. I have no idea how this works, so there we go. Turn our RPMs up. There we go, it's not as weak as I thought. Good, good. There's Winnipeg. So a cargo warehouse here. Put our flaps up. Let's fly over the cemetery. Oh yeah, it does not understand tombstones, but I imagine they're tombstones. You can see like the paths. Very, very confused. So Saskatoon Road somewhere over here if you can see your house. Cool. That's Canada Post, okay. I think we're going the other way. Let me just check my map here. That's direct to. Not that. let's close this. Procedures. The arrival. We already have this selected, so. Flight plan. There we go. Why can't I scroll on my flight plan? This is not great. It's one thing I need to do. I see where I grew up. Awesome. I obviously have to be able to do it somehow. Push something, okay. Do you sim race as well? Not really. I have before, and I will definitely will on the channel here and there. I know some viewers want to do it with me, but I am not good at it, so it'll be more as a fun thing, not as a professional thing or even anything close to that. I don't know why I can't select things above it. That's really irritating. Alright, well either way I have to pull up the direct menu. I'm just turning around for now, so I figure out where I'm going. Direct to Talif, I just gotta type it in, I guess. Get gooder, I know. It's been too long since I've used this system. Throw me in a Vision Jet, I'll be fine. I just thought variety is good. We'll switch up planes, and did not go well. Towel up, there we go. Enter. Oh, it's towel up. Oh my gosh. Come on, no. Wish I could just scroll up to here and direct to. Let's try this again. Spell it right this time. Yo, bro, well, I'm planning on it. I just gotta get this figured out where I'm going. There we go, tele. Enter. Activate. And quickly autopilot. Nav. Come on, please go into nav mode. FLC. Let's also start climbing here. Oh, what's my reference speed here? VX 100 knots. How do we change our speed again? Oh boy. Not like that. Right here, 100 knots. Down. We'll just go to 7,500 here. Bring us to 100 knots. There we go. It's our best climb rate. Just gotta figure out why the direct's not working now. Nav mode's not working. Something I'm doing wrong. Direct, enter, enter. Nav. Just won't do it, huh? Okay. Let's change the heading dial. Oh, why is my CDI? I see. I see what's going on. There we go. Direct, enter, enter one more time. Nav mode. There we go. Now we're on GPS, finally. We're headed to Brandon. What a mess that was. and we're on the flight plan, so perfect. Kind of. Not sure how that happened. I guess Control Z does that. Not what I thought that button would do. Alright, that's fine. While we wait for that to boot up again. Let's do a barrel roll, some type. There we go. Not very impressive when you're 7,500 feet in the air. It's pretty easy. What else we got here? So there's downtown. We got the river going through. Nice. I gotta turn the game down here a little bit. It's very loud for me. That's a nice place for sure. I like that the river goes right through downtown like that. Or close to it anyway. I think downtown's there. Very nice. I'm not sure how fast this plane really can go, what the max cruise speed is. Let me just quickly look it up here. It can go 234 knots, so yeah, definitely faster than the yellow. I'm not sure what that is. Might just be flaps speed, I think. Forks is pretty cool, right? Where MFHR is, okay. Cool. We're following the flight plan, yes we are. So yeah, Brandon's actually the other way. It is west of Winnipeg, just with all the GPS problems. We were going the wrong way. So we're actually going to fly over Winnipeg to get there, so we'll get to see it again, which is great. Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're flying this way. Not quite. Canadian Museum for Human Rights is there? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I definitely want to visit. I haven't been there in real life before. A lot of cool places. Sucks that those kind of things are obviously not visible from a plane, like cool museums and stuff, but plenty of good landmarks are as well. Turn the lights off. Oh, all my sounds are all wrong this stream. Can hear one thing too much and not the other thing too much. There we go. I guess it's better. I don't like how tinted the inside is. We don't have a great visibility here. Feels too dark. Why is my range at 1 mile? That's not very helpful. How far is the airport? About 100 miles. That's quite the journey. Wasn't aware of the cruising speed before, but yeah, we gotta figure out what's going on because it's not this. It's not 172. For one thing, I'm gonna change the altitude to. We're not going above 10,000, so I'm gonna just change it like say 4,500, so we don't have to worry about fuel mixture. We'll say at vertical speed. Just get down there pretty quick. I don't understand what the yellow is. Like my flaps are not set. So we shouldn't have any problems being at that speed. This plane can cruise much faster than that. Possibly in the game, the cruising altitude, cruising speed isn't so high. I'm not sure why. Should be. What does this say? Required above? Oh, it's oxygen, 18,000. Low vapor suppress. Okay. We're not going that high. Going down. It's accelerating, so I guess this power couldn't bring it up. I don't know. So it's at 234 knots. It's cruising, yeah. So it definitely should be able to, without descending at 1,000 feet per minute. Maybe RPM go higher. It looks pretty much max here. Okay, it shows when it's in the green. That's good, but it's not my plane. I'm okay with having it not in the green as long as it's going faster. Yeah, I'm okay with pushing in the red. Interesting cockpit. What is all this stuff here? Soft key select. Okay, does this help me select on here? Let's see. Oh, okay, there's. Okay, I can type letters. That is actually nice. Oh no, not the yellow arc. It's okay. It's okay. Well, that's good. What am I doing wrong with this plane? Google says this thing can cruise speed is 234 knots, and of course it could be a little bit off, but no way it's this off because we're going 195, obviously not nowhere close to 220. While descending 1,000 feet per minute. So once we get there, you'll see it really does not do well. This thing is slow. What's going on with that? I don't got time to fly that slow. Hey, look at that. We're losing all our speed now. I'm jealous of that airspeed. Alright, well, you decided to buy a slow plane, so then you can land, like, while going backwards. No, I'm joking, but I can't afford it. I'm traveling across the world. We can't be going at 140 knots, which is what I think this was. Going at before I put it into a descent there. Looks like it's doing a bit better now. Holding around 180. We'll see. That's good. So the 1,000 feet per minute descent helped for a while. Now it seems to be holding it. Slowly slowing down. Got the engine cranked into overdrive. Everything's in the red. Can we dump some fuel if we don't need it? You can adjust the prop out just a little bit to go a little faster. How do I do that? Like with this? That's RPM, isn't it? Yeah, that's RPM. So how do I adjust the prop out? What do you mean? Is that like where the prop is, like you turn it? I don't know how to say that. They like turn a little bit. I guess I do have my map pretty zoomed in, so I feel like I'm going even slower, but it looks so slow even at 7.5 range. That's brutal. Let's go to 40 so you can actually see it. Alright, it is coming down though, eventually. 21 minutes. You have a bind or something? You have a bind or something causing it going back to full prop. I don't know what you mean by that. Like I have to set a keybind, or I currently have one that's not good. Like I have to take this out, you mean? To go faster? Or do you not mean this? So I thought higher RPM would be faster. Always, but maybe not. That's a good idea. You have to remember when someone's streaming, their brain is mush, so I need it in baby terms. Maybe we actually go faster in the green. It looks like we actually will. Alright. Stays around 180. That's pretty good. Better anyway. Let's go 4,000 here. Give it a little help. I'll speed up a little bit. Alright, let's check the Talip arrival. So when you adjust it out, you can, like, if you were not having aggressive pitch. I see, okay. What are we doing here? Right, that's runway 26, so we are going to be taking tail up, then Almeeby, then Nudit, and then turn around for the ILS. So we'll be at 6,000 at Almeeby. Alright. Let's stop losing altitude. I figured it'd be lower, so it wants us at 6,000. Let's just get there now then. Slowly, over the course of the flight, we'll get there. Got 2,000 to... We need 17 minutes to climb at that rate, and we have 18:51, so... There we go, by Talib we'll get there. It's a triple plane, so I'm not sure what the real life power settings would be. Okay. No worries. Well, 180 isn't too bad. I can make this work. 17 more minutes. Just gotta keep finding random things to talk about. Now let's see what the approach looks like. Read it. It's at 3,000, so yeah, I wonder why we have to be at 6,000 here. Not sure. That's fine. What does this airport look like? Ooh, we got a grapple runway, cool. Here's where we are in general. Relatively short flight, just a relatively slow plane. I don't like the tinted windshields. I'm sure it's very helpful, but it makes everything look gloomy, like when you are wearing sunglasses. It's not that bright out. Wow, look at that. I like that river. Beautiful. I guess, yeah, keeping the RPMs in the green seems to add more power. Even the RPMs is slower, it seems to actually add speed. It's good to know. That's cool. What is that? Is that like Manitoba or something? No, that's higher up. Oh wow, that's a big lake. That is Lake Manitoba, I believe. I know this will not be though. I think that's here. Which I believe we are landing somewhere around here next. Might be right there. I think that's our next stop. Grand Rapids, Manitoba, if I'm correct. To see this area, because it looks really cool. When doing my flight plans, I've really picked it out carefully, especially when we get to Calgary. For the Rockies, I'm very excited. I got a lot of good airports put in. It's going to be one stream where we don't cover a ton of distance technically, but we're going to be landing a lot of times. 10 times to be exact. I'm excited. It's probably not going to be this next episode, but the one after that. But we'll see. It all depends how much we cover in each episode, obviously. Stream whenever I have time. Huh, okay. We actually are. Can't do spins, but there is some aerobatic maneuvers we can do. I'm just so used to playing saying no aerobatic maneuvers. That's a sleek looking plane for sure. I was like, what is that? It's just a mouthpiece. Alright, we have 15 more minutes. What time is it? I think 11:30. I'm gonna be streaming for a couple hours at least, so I'm gonna go grab a coffee. It's a little bit late, but I'll need one, so I'll be right back, guys. While we cruise. Let me just throw on the fly live thing. It's not that long of a flight. Normally I wouldn't, but it's a bit of a little bit more of a boring flight, so I'll throw it on. You guys can see it while I'm gone. Especially it helps for people joining to know where we're at. Let's see. 1 second. Luigi to CYBR. Why is my street deck not working? Shows literally one thing. Deck. Nothing wants to work for me right now, I guess. There we go. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hey, Fly with Ethan, if you're still here. Nice to see you again. This flight is 118 nautical miles, for anyone wondering. Just gonna look up some cruise speeds of other planes that we're using today. In a second. Alright, we're going to use the PC-12 for the next flight instead of this plane. Just a little bit faster. Not too much though, because it's still not much longer of a flight. This is 118 nautical miles, the next one's 188. Then we're switching over to the PC-24 for a few flights that are 325, 320, and 283 miles. So definitely more required for those. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Now that I'm back and we're pretty close, we'll turn off the flight status. Usually just use those when I go AFK or if the flight's really long. Alright, our altitude yet? No. We need 4 more minutes. We have 5 minutes and 40 seconds, so that's worked out well. But it hasn't taken too much of our airspeed, just going up real slow. It's a sleek plane though, it looks beautiful. Just gotten spoiled with fast planes. But I mean, the longer the route, the faster planes I use, so they all generally being... A lot of the routes feel the same length. Usually between 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe 30 minutes to an hour 10. Obviously, the closer we are, the slower plane we'll use, because we do want to use a variety just for the fun of it. And another challenge of the series, we are going to use every single plane and helicopter in the game at some point. Helicopter missions are going to be far and few between, but when we're in somewhere like New York, we'll go from one helipad to another, for example. And we have a fun helipad mission coming up, or flight coming up in the Rockies, which I'm excited for. I have planned out. Doesn't get us further. It just goes from one airport to a helipad, and then back. But it's a nice one. It'll be nice. Again, if you want to see the route that is, you can just check the spreadsheet in the description, or if you click the Discord in the pinned comment, there's the Tour of the World channel like it says in the comment, and you can see the spreadsheet and all the flights that we have planned and the flights that we've done, and all the photos that we've taken so far. Alright, we're almost there. 4 minutes, and that's just to Talab. It's not to the destination, but Talab is almost to the destination. Once I get to Talab, we gotta hit... Well, maybe that's where we actually have to hit 6,000, so yeah, we're definitely gonna be fine. Max 210, and that's gonna be no problem for us. We can't even hit 210. And 200, we're not going that way. Once we get to 6,000, at least we'll go slightly faster, since we're not ascending, not climbing. That won't change much. It feels like we're paused, and this is slow. I enjoy the views, though. Got the coffee here. Oh, I guess you can't see it. The camera's off for now. Nothing much to see on the camera. Obviously, I'm not flying. Also don't like that. When it's zoomed out, it's decent, but here the visibility is pretty crap with the giant pillars. I'm sure it's better in real life, at least slightly, but in flight sim, it does not in the seating position. Pretty nice plane though. The seats are decently nice. Pretty loud inside, as I imagine a lot of turboprops are. Small turboprops, that is. Alright, I'm back, sorry. Where are we at here? We're just about to tie up, finally. Is that the airport there? Possibly. And we're at 6,000, so we will start to accelerate slightly now. Let's adjust this a little bit. So it's in the green. Maybe just a little bit. Kind of seems like not, actually. That's okay. And there's the turn. And how long do we have? Another 6 minutes. Yikes. Slightly painful, but no. We gotta enjoy it. The middle of Canada doesn't have a lot to see, but point of a world tour is that we see everything. We're going to be crossing the whole world, so the exciting and the boring parts. And this is someone's home, so I'm sure it's interesting to them if they ever watch it. Of course, the videos are titled with the destination, especially once we complete it. I changed the thumbnails to include where we were, so people who live there would want to see it. I'm sure. We got a couple people from Manitoba watching this stream. Lots and lots of farms. Very scratched and gross windshield. Alright, don't look at me like that. Let's look out this side. Someone clearly did not clean this with the right tool. Just got scratches on the whole thing. Hardcore was mentioning that small air brake does a lot, but I'm not sure why anyone would need it when this plane can barely even haul. But I guess again, for a turboprop 178, it's pretty good. Oh, there's the airport. Cool. Is Buzz still here? I don't even know if that works there. There it is. Okay, sorry. I don't know what he was doing here. There we go. There's Brandon Airport. Let's find out where Brandon itself is. Here. So usually the airport's always here in downtown. Okay. Just south of it. Okay. So once we take off from Brandon, as usual, when we take off, we'll do the sightseeing of any city that we're at. So when we take off from Brandon, we will fly south over top. Wow, I love the river that goes through it. That's super nice. Cool. So there used to be a connection here, like a taxiway here. Not anymore. Interesting. Let's go to the charts, look at the more important stuff. We need to be at 6,000 and we are obviously below that speed, so we're good. Not when it floods. Oh yeah, okay, I can imagine that would be a little bit brutal. Let's see what's around it. It looks like there was a bridge above it, right? Like, they look kind of high, though. Oh no, I'm looking at that bridge. Yeah, no, this looks somewhat substantial. I guess not too much. Yeah, it looks like there's a decent amount of floodplain. So what's in the bad zone? Marsh, so I imagine from flooding. More, this looks like a lower area down here, right? Yeah, it's a hill. Say, can I look at terrain? Yeah, I can. So that whole section there is low. So at least it goes up a bit on either side. What is that? Buzz, you have to let me know what this is. It's like a monument of some type? What is that? Alien artifact? Is that a train yard? Yep. Gotta love it. There's the airport and there's Brandon there. There's the river. I'm glad, obviously you only requested earlier today, but didn't know I would be streaming this again today, so I'm glad you were here for it. Love that our tail sign is fly. There it is, there's Brandon, Manitoba. So let's take a picture over top here. There we go. Turn the names back on. It's an agricultural research center. Oh, cool. I guess the fields there are connected, so I'm confused what they're doing with this. Oh, I bet that's a... I was gonna say a mini field with like one of the spinning things, but it's too small to even do small crop research. It's like a pond, I guess. So I imagine they use this field here. Heck, what a field it is too. Wow, that is annoying for the farmer, I'm sure. Lots of bad spots. Alright, we're in the next waypoint, 2.5 more minutes. Goodbye, airport. And we'll go ahead and look at our approach chart. Don't know the landing speeds for this. Does it show in the references? I don't think so. Nope, alright, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Near stall. Let's do something pretty important. Let's get the ILS tuned. It is not tuned right now. Nav radio 110. Push. No, I want to push to get to the other radio. Push 1, 2. Pushes don't work all the time, I don't think. Alright, let's use 2 then. It's fine. 110.1. That's active. There we go. So we'll just use number 2, because I can't switch to number 1, I guess. Let's go to SimBrief real quick and grab the altimeter for the airport. We're going to Brandon, CYBR. So many flights on the list now, it's hard to find it. So I just highlighted it. There we go. Altimeter 3047. Yeah, we're way off here, so I'm glad I checked it. 3047, especially for an ILS. Oh, that's not the right thing. Okay. 3047. There we go. And we got to change the course knob as well. Very importantly. Just make sure we know where the course knob is in advance. There. Let's let it turn first. It won't turn on its own. Okay, so let's do direct. Enter. There we go. And the course is 85. As soon as we're straight and level for a second, I'll switch over to localizer and change it up. We'll be straight here for a second once we make this turn. Level off. I'm just doing direct again to get it level here. There we go. Let's change the course quickly to, what is it, 110? Yeah, no, 85. Quickly. Okay. I did the wrong one. Definitely did the wrong one. It was already on 85. Okay, good. We're good. Back to this and back to nav quickly. There we go, we're on GPS. We're good to go. Oh boy, hold on. We are not at the right altitude, I forgot. I was thinking the last constraint was 3,000, so we don't have to worry about it. There's 6,000, so we need to do this right now. That's idle power. And FLC. Where is it? That's FLC. Just, let's do 170 knots. We gotta get down to 3,000, please. Real quick. Really quick. Give it even. Let's give it more permissions here. We can go up to 200 knots, it says, so let's do it. Up to 200 knots. Good, we're below the slope now, that's good. And we're on the localizer. There's 4,000. That's not what I asked for. 3,000, please. FLC again. Go for 200 knots again. Give it down another 1,000 real quick. Love that. Just rocketed it down. Okay, we're good to go. Pardon the approach. Live slope is active. And let's put some power in. Not full power, but we'll put more in. There we go. Less than a minute till landing. I'll try to do good for you here, Buzz, but again, I've never flown this plane at all, so it's going to be an interesting landing even just because of that. don't like the tint. It's just not cool. .45. We're still below the glide slope, right? Why was it so focused on us being at 3,000 for the glide slope? Because that seems like at Vocal, we should be at 2,600 to be hitting at Vocal, but... Oh, alright. Assume, yeah. I don't know why the glide slope is so late. That's fine. I'm not complaining, I guess. You're doing great, thank you. So far, this is the easy part. When you understand how to use like autopilot anyway. Let's throttle down now. We're going down. Getting closer to stall speed. I have no idea what the landing speed's supposed to be, but it's usually a good idea to get close to stall speed. I'm not even sure if we'll lose that much speed, but I guess we have those air brakes. Let's try them out. What a time to use them. Never thought I need them, as I said. Oh yeah, look at that. Sheesh. You know what we're not using? Any flaps. What is that for that? Let's turn them off now. Hey Paige, how you doing? I don't know, I had no flaps and that's my bad. I completely just didn't even think about flaps. This thing was going so slow I felt like it was ready to land. Doesn't help that the last plane I flew was a 737. Earlier today, so yeah, that's definitely a little bit different feeling than this. There we go, a little left center line, but let's fix it. A little rocky. Not too bad. Slam the brakes on. Actually, we have a taxiway right here. Easily make that. Alright, Alaska, you better be here. You better be here for that one. That wasn't too bad. Feel free to throw on some music in the background, by the way. I recommend it for sure. That's what I have, because I explained in the last stream I don't play no copyright music anymore for most of the streams, just so then you can throw your own if you want to, instead of having mine, and you can choose your own volume and kind of do it as you want, or play your game or whatever, and then just not interfering with having music. And when you do listen to music, if you want to, you can obviously play your own tracks instead of no copyright music. It's good, but it only is good for so long, not for hours and hours in a row. That also allows me to play my own music for myself, which is nice too. But I have to remember that, like, although I'm vibing to music, you guys aren't necessarily, unless you're putting it on, so I gotta keep talking. Otherwise, it's real nice and quiet for you. Alright, let's stop it here. Nice. 10 was near perfect till you slam the front wheel down. Alright, well, always when I get the back down, I'm so worried about bouncing, so fair. Thank you for the fair criticism. Since we bounced the last, I think, 2 or 3 once, as soon as the back wheel, I was like, I gotta get the front wheel down before it bounces up again. So, good to know. I will just make sure I don't overcorrect like that. How do we shut down the engines? Is it just as simple as this? Well, it's gonna be I don't know if that's right, but we'll see. Perfect. Alright, welcome to Brandon Municipal. Lovely airport. Got a heli here. A couple other small planes. I think that's the 406 or something like that. I don't know. It's just numbers. Let's go ahead and end the flight here. and we are going to be switching over to PC-12 for the next flight, and then the PC-24 for a couple more flights after that. So PC-12, you can go a bit faster. Oh, is that what that is? That was next to us there. So this has a bit better cruising speed. Let's try it out. Let's go the VIP route. Nice. That looks good. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I like the dark liveries. Well, actually, that one's pretty cool too. I like that. Yeah, that's neat. Let's do the fun one. Thanks for coming by, my neck of woods. No worries. We're gonna explore it more here. Don't worry. Usually, I don't want to mess with approach patterns, so we always just when we're gonna sightsee somewhere, we don't do it on landing. We'll just look around, but when we take off, I'm happy to fly right over and really get a good view of it. And then we'll head to our next place. So let's get the flight set up. New flight plan. Pull up the spreadsheet. We are now going to Grand Rapids Airport, which Grand Rapids, Manitoba, not Michigan. So Charlie Yankee Bravo Romeo for Brandon, and Charlie Juliet Victor 8. Because it's not an ICAO for where we're going. It's small. Let's get the PC-12 code. PC-12 is PC-12. Wow, that's nice and easy. PC-12. And where is that exactly? There it is. We're going to let it choose its runway and not worry about it. There's definitely not ILS here. This is a dirt runway that we're going to. It is seemingly quite far. It's pretty far, 188 miles, but the one we just did was 118. So not much further, and we're going to be flying a little bit faster, so probably about the same length. There we go, out of Brandon. We'll, of course, fly south, and we'll just direct to Visor. And then we're going up to here, Grand Rapids, Manitoba, so we can see the beautiful Lake Manitoba and all the water around here. Quite a cool area to land. It's like a harbor. A small town of Grand Rapids here, Manitoba, and then this dirt runway, which actually might be a snow runway, it looks like, right now. So let's go ahead and not start flight. Let's go ahead and put our departure where we left off. Now start flight. Hey, now you can see the coffee on the camera. Oh yeah, what a beautiful conditions to see everything in. So first time in this plane. I've flown the PC-24 for the first time yesterday. I really enjoyed it. We'll be in it after this, so very, very nice. I wonder if the interior is similar in terms of how modern it is. I really do like that. Oh, hi. Livery looks sick. Let's get the covers off. Set everything. Let's just check the other side. That's my plane, please. Don't walk there. Looks good. Oh, we're a little close to the plane. Ourself. Let's open up the door. Okay. Oh, it is. Nice. It's the same interior. So nice and modern. Awesome. That's a beastly propeller. Wow. Nice VIP cockpit. I love it. And these are luxurious, man. I already love the 24, so it's the same thing, essentially just a propeller. Let's go to the view of the flight plan, but then let's go to checklists. Let's get this thing started. 1 second, just turn my music down another percent here. It's loud. There we go. Pre-flight, let's just go right to before starting engine. So we need the avionics master switch on, both of them. Parking brake is set. Standby power to on. EPS, let's test it. And then turn it on. Battery switches, come on.
Gear.
Oh, that's external power. Oh, yeah, gear lever. Whoops, thank you for that warning. Landing gear down. Yeah, that was the next check. 3 green. fuel quantity. Let's check the fuel. We will actually do this one properly. We haven't been doing it properly. Block fuel 588 kilograms. Let's have that loaded. Where do I do that again? How can I change the payload? Flight sim. I think I gotta talk to ATC, right? Nope, there's no ground services, so. Alright, we're not gonna do it this time, that's fine. We have more than enough fuel, that's fine. Let's do the flight plan. Origin. Well, first let's do the import. Yeah, there we go. Don't have to worry about much then. And then we will continue on the checklist. Starting engines, navigation lights on. Let's turn the beacons on. The wing lights on. CAS check. Okay, we look fine. Just battery. Oh, the batteries are off. Battery 1. Oh, battery 2 is off. I see I turned off the external power, right? So let's check the CAS again. Battery 2 is still off. Do we have external power even available here? I don't think so. Let's just see something. If I go up to the top, wherever that is, there we go. Whereabouts is the generator? Generator on. There we go, now it's the battery 2 only warning. Engine master, run. That's easy, that's it. And push the starter. Hold it down like the longitude? No, just push it. I guess not. Ignition is on auto. Get out of the way, lady. Okay, let's not do that. Hey, aviation fan. Finally caught a stream. Awesome. Glad to have you here. It's nice to see you. Can I hold it down? What's wrong with my engine? What's wrong with battery 2? It's on. I'm looking at it. Let's turn the batteries off. Redo that. Generators reset. Battery on. Battery on. Generator on. Come on, up. Generator 2 on. Now battery 1 has the warning, okay. It's only want to be on one battery. Wants to be on both. Battery switches. Run. On. What are my fuel pumps? Oh, well, did it tell me to turn the fuel pumps on and I missed it? Nope. Alright. Let's keep the fuel pumps on. Wait, auto. Auto and on. Has anyone flown this plane before? Alright, I'm gonna hit Control A and just watch what happens. Ignition goes up. Can I press it then? Ah, there we go. Okay, so ignition is not on auto. This is not a good checklist. Not all planes have a good one, but usually they do. Doesn't have the fuel pumps and doesn't have the ignition on there. Well, actually, the fuel pumps, sorry, they were kept at auto. That's pretty useful, though. Check the oil pressure. Watch out. Big it's on. Better move. love that it's got the same cockpit. Super cool. That's the PC-24. Generator switch must be set to off now. Okay. Probably once the engine's fully started up, and it wasn't. So I guess why that is not happy. It really wants the generators on. Alright, well, we're going to ignore that. We're going to let it do its thing. It's very upset about it, though. I'm going to do Control E to cheat to see what it wants. Alright, it turns the generators back on. Okay. Wait, generator on. Generator switch must be set to off. Okay. I should have read this part, I guess. Ugh. That's a horrible checklist. Let's ignore that, and let's get out of here. So you push back. They need to remake that. Lady is just pacing around where my propeller was. Get out of there. What's that? Here's somebody. We're taking off runway 26. So our parking brake on and the pushback. And let's go to flights and load the correct flight. There we go. Let's go to the 10-9 and we'll worry about the other things later. During in-flight we have lots of time. And make sure I check it again because I've already forgot. 26. Alright, that's what I figured we'd be at. Let's go ahead. I think this is going to be a lot quicker. I love the interior. Again, it looks like a spaceship, just like the PC-24 with the like windshield looking like this. It's very cool. Oh yeah, it's fast. I can slam the brakes on. Oh wow. Dude, relax. This up, no throttle. And holding full brakes, just trying to stop this thing. Luckily it has reverse thrust, so let me throw it on reverse thrust. Is that gonna slow it down? Nope, that's not reverse thrust. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, let's get on the runway. Set our flaps. Let's just see what's going on with the thrust. What's our parking brake? So I'm on normal thrust now. If I click my reverse thrust button, do we go into reverse thrust? We do. Is it powerful? Let's see. Oh, it's still bringing me forward. Interesting. Alright, our flaps are set to 15 degrees. That's the first setting. Where are our lights at? We should have set some of these in advance. Strobe on, taxi and landing on, and pulse on. Passenger lights, let's turn the warnings on. Let's go for it. Don't know what our performance numbers are because we didn't run them, but that's okay. We'll do that for the 24. It's the most advanced prop plane I've ever flown. We'll just use a lot of the runway until it wants to take off because I don't know the speed, so Let's try 105. There we go. Beautiful. And it does have gear that go away. Nice. Beautiful. Set the flaps up. And let's go, Buzz. And all. What's wrong? Alright, just too fast. That's fine. I was going to bring it back anyway. Let's go into the city. Okay, power back a little bit more. Oh, my phone died with the camera. My bad. I'll fix that when I can and cruise. Just turn the camera off for now. Must be so weird for Buzz flying right over the highway. I'll rock my wings for you like I said I would. There we go. There's the river. It's actually quite large. The highway isn't modeled very great. Unfortunately, the bridge there is, but not for the river. Actually, the bridges are pretty decent. But the rest of it, maybe not so much. But this is all AI driven. Obviously, no one handmade this part, so it's pretty good. Some nice buildings, bigger buildings down there. I like the road layout. It looks nice. It's very thought out. It's not like a town that just grew as it looks like it, you know, continued growing just randomly. Lovely cul-de-sacs. Like a nice forest, trees behind it. Alright, where is that agricultural center? Research center. There it is. Just want to see it up close to see if that's like a water or what. Not that the AI will necessarily interpret it correctly either. VIPs, you can relax. This is a safe and chill bank angle. Oh no, it's not. It's right. The AI at least doesn't think it's water either. It's just a circle. All right. Cool. I like it. We'll fly over the river on the way out. Let's go ahead and direct to, I gotta remember how to fly this plane. If I do visor, direct to, activate, and then visor, direct to, activate. Then we want to turn our autopilot on. We're going to want to be on nav mode. Set our altitude as well to just say 10,000 until we figure out what SimBrief wants. And be on FLC. And then let's turn autopilot on. And direct to again. Perfect. Take another picture there. Sorry, I don't remember. Are you in the Discord? So I'll post the pictures there. I'll send you those too. Oh, at you. Sorry, I wasn't saying anything. Just drinking coffee, but I was trying to pull my throttle back quickly. Was not happy about the engine power. Let's turn on auto throttle so I can manage that itself. Let's put it all the way up, and then auto throttle is on, so it's going to figure itself out what it wants. What does sim rate want in terms of climb rate? 22,000, okay. Or not climb rate, sorry, altitude. Let's get up there. Hey, auto throttle's on. If it's freaking out, that's not my problem. But no, let's figure out why it's doing that. It's just the temperature, huh? MCP, so we want it here. Let's turn off auto throttle, please. Stop messing with it. So let's take off MCP. Let's just do there as max. It's not happy. There, its temperature's going down. There's no other warning, so it seems like it's not like we forgot a system that helps with that. Where do I check my reference speeds, if anyone knows? My climb rate. Oh. Actually, let's see, 1 second. Let's just look at the best climb rate here. Maximum climb rate is 1200 at sea level. Really, that's it. I guess we can only climb at 1920 feet per minute according to Google, so that actually is climbing at its ideal rate. So yeah, we'll keep climbing at this rate here. Got a good amount of distance to cover here. Hopefully we can do it at a decent speed. Of course, we're only going 140 knots right now because we're climbing. We should be able to speed up quite a bit after that. We're only about halfway there though, so we will take a minute. Uh, 29902. The barrel is set to standard essentially, but that's fine because I'm just going to set it to standard a little early so I don't forget. We are going to be climbing over 18,000. Yeah, I like this plane. It's nice. Nice to be even into something a lot more powerful for the next flight, the PC-24. Maybe we'll do the CJ4 since we're doing the PC-12. Wasn't anticipating that. We're obviously seeing this cockpit. We haven't done the CJ4 at all. We've done the longitude. Obviously, it's different though. And we have done the 24 before, so they're not super long flights, so we don't need anything crazy fast. So yeah, we'll do the CJ4. At least we'll change it for the next flight, and if we want to switch it to the PC-24 after that, then we will. But let's give the smaller Cessna business jet a chance. We've flown its much larger brother, the longitude, quite a few times. We've needed the speed. Check barrel set. Yeah, that's fine. I know we're not there yet. And once we hit 18,000, we'll turn the passenger lights off, or until once we turn. If we turn before that, or actually, I'll just wait for the turn anyway. And they can hang out. Run to the non-existent bathrooms. I don't think this plane has one. Very, very nice interior. Wow. I love the detail in Flight Sim, and some add-on planes in 2020 have it, of course, but in 2024 the base game planes are just great with the smudges and little like dirt and stuff, like just stuff that makes it look real. Super cool. Yeah, we'll turn before 18,000 for sure. So once we turn, we'll turn the passenger lights off. Tablet limitations? I guess for the holder. Okay. Alright, here we go. Turn in north. Heading for Grand Rapids, Manitoba. Sweet. Still climbing, still not going very quick. Just gonna throw it in the overlay thing, 1 sec. CYBR to CJV 8, let's hope it knows it. Oh, it does, okay, perfect. Not gonna throw that quite on you quite yet. Hey, happy the chinchilla, how are you doing? Love the Curious George profile picture. That's awesome. I haven't thought of that for a long time. Let's turn the lights off. Passengers can do whatever they want now. Just about at 18,000 anyway. But we're more importantly just going straight, not climbing very fast, so. We're going to change to vertical speed mode. And I'm going to set the vertical speed to 1800 and see if it can handle it. So that's the max climb rate. I'm not sure at this altitude, honestly, though. So, what do I use to change the vertical speed? There's no nose up or down button. Oh, right, just down, up in general. Over here. Hey, Jesse Evo, how you doing? Let's set it for 1800 and see if it can still do it. So apparently I can do 1820. No, not at this altitude. That figures. So I'll just change it to 1000. Let's slow the ascent. Only have 3,000 more feet to go, and then we can start speeding up early. Got the passenger lights off so we can kind of chill it out a little bit. Oh boy, that's quite the flight. 185. Good man, hot. It's 40 degrees Celsius here today. Just finished work, bro. How are you? Geez, that is nice. I wish. I mean, that's almost too hot, obviously, but I'd rather it than what I have. I mean, it's not really that cold here, but still, I'd rather that. But I'm glad you finished work. That's always a great feeling. I'm doing well. What time is it where you're at? It's about 12:30, just 30 minutes after midnight for me. Alright, there we are at 20,000. Can we up this a little bit? Every little bit of the throttle matters. Just don't want to mess with the temperature too much. Actually, it's way lower. Is it just because we're up so high it's getting colder? It helps. Let's see. Let's up the power. Seemed to help actually a good amount there. So less than 2 minutes and we'll be at 22,000. We'll see what this thing can do in terms of speed. 4:29 p.m. Nice. That is much better than past midnight. Lots of time to do things. Just keep it at 2992. That is standard. Alright. We're almost there. 1 more minute and we'll be at 22,000. Not bad. Wrapped up a long haul from EJKK to RJTT. Keeping it warm from the blizzard. Oh, glad to hear you're keeping warm. Where is RJTT? Let me look it up. That airport, I don't know. Let's see. Tokyo. Oh, wow. Cool. Sorry, my backspace is my change view button. Okay. London, yeah, okay. I knew this one. I just want to make sure. London to Tokyo. That is definitely a long haul. Awesome. Where were you flying for it? And there we are at 22,000 as well. We're up to 170 knots already. Now we're on climbing 1,000 feet per minute. That will definitely change things here. Oh, that was close. Picked up my coffee and hit it against the yoke, and it almost spilled onto the yoke, but it did not. We're good. So hold on, I'm gonna search up the PC-12 cruise speed again, 500 kilometers an hour. 500 kilometers an hour, 2 knots. What is that? We're in Mach now, actually. Oh, we're in Mach or knots. Let's say 2 Mach. 0.404 is apparently the cruise. And we're going above that, so I'm not going to complain. Or 269 knots. Yeah, I guess we gotta worry about Mach here anyway, but... Alright. It's hopefully just, it's on FMS, so... Auto throttle's not engaged. Yeah, hopefully it goes what it wants to go. It looks like it wants to go there. It's good. We're going to cruise nice and quickly. Faster than cruise with no tailwind. Impressive. Yeah, no, this is impressive for sure. Apparently you're going to go 0.4 is 0.40. We're going 0.45 and it wants to accelerate more with no problem, so... What this could be, I don't know if it changes the cruise speed. I would kind of doubt it because it's probably more related to the airframe, but when I looked up the climb rate, it said you can get a Pratt & Whitney engine upgrade that's like common, and it increases performance by 25%. But I think that was just the climb rate, and actually judging by what our climb rate was, this plane does not have that, so I was thinking maybe that was it, but no. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to plug in my phone that like does the camera because it got unplugged. It's usually always charging, so when the charger accidentally gets unplugged, then it dies pretty quickly, so let me just fix that. I'll be right back. We can look at Lake Manitoba, just like a minute or two. I'm back. I got impatient. I got the 2 mil out of 4, something for the PC-12. Ended up buying the G2 VIP charter to get it there quicker. But I can't see any VIP missions anywhere. Happening to a lot of people. Yeah, I see here that's happening a lot to a lot of people, but I didn't know for the Vision Jet too. That's what you mean by the G2, right? That's weird because that's the plane obviously I was doing VIP with, and it was perfectly fine always. And I heard it was happening a lot with like the PC-24 and those planes. But I didn't know people were having that problem with the Vision Jet too. Really odd, so that means definitely something has changed. Hopefully they get it fixed soon. Overlay things are going 20,010 feet. Maybe it's not set to standard, I don't know. Yeah, mine none show up even for employee. Oh wow, even for employee, that's really weird. So obviously it can have any plane. They really messed up something then. Yeah, hopefully that gets fixed real soon. I messed this up. Messed that up bad. Here we go. Set it there. Auto throttle. Don't freak out. Okay, good. Yeah, we're going quick. 0.55. Mach. 0.455. So out of our 500 kilometer cruise, we're going 561 kilometers an hour. Nice. A little bit extra. Cool, it's been happening for a lot of people the last 4 or 5 days. Yeah, the last 2 days I see a lot of people in the chat have been mentioning it. 1 step forward, 2 step back. Yeah, it really seems that way. That's really annoying. Oh wow, that is not Lake Manitoba that we were looking at. Beautiful lake, but that really puts in the scale of Lake Manitoba, because that's, I thought, the big lake. But no, that's just that. That's Lake Manitoba. Very large. Honestly, almost as large as a Great Lake. Maybe they should make it a Great Lake too. Seems pretty great. Alright, it would be nice if I had the time like counting down like it did in the other planes. Let's do heading up like this. I like that more. That's 50, so I wonder what that. Okay. Let's go to 40 then, or oh, it's very specific increments. Okay, 30. Maybe it does show here time. Is that just a standard arrival time though? It doesn't show the like countdown or anything like that. Weather radar. Cool. Not that we have any weather. Alright, well, we're chilling out. Before we get antsy with time, let's make sure everything is set up anyway. I don't think it is, so here we go with our flight plan. We obviously don't have approaches or arrivals actually, so we have not much to do. Or maybe we do. Let's see what that means. Okay, we do have 2 approaches. We are going to runway 31. Runway 31. Via the Visor or Akman 2. It's not either of those, so alright. That's Ernav. Does that say 3-1? Yeah, 3-1. Oh, that's what we're on. Okay, I don't know why I read 2-1. 3-1, and let's do the Pempu one. There we go. Oh, Akman 2 is the departure, I see. So, yeah, the route's just so small. I was reading it here as the arrival for some reason, because it's after the blue number. But no, sorry, that makes sense. So we'll go ahead and put that in the plane too. I loved your A320 beginner guide. You put it, by the way, bro. Super easy to follow. Well, I'm glad. While I was doing it, I felt like I was stumbling over some things here and there, but it's just stressful to make a tutorial. Video in general, but especially a tutorial where I'm essentially telling you what to do, and I don't feel confident in doing that sometimes, but I'm glad you found it helpful. It's really great to hear. What is this? Alright, landing. And destination, runway. Runway approach star, okay. I do like this menu. It's very nice to easy to follow here. Pempu is what we selected, right? Insert that and activate that. There we go, we can see that, nice. Discontinuity, if that's okay, we'll just direct to Pempu. Activate. You taught me some things, well, I'm glad. What's great about that series is just a lot of it isn't plane specific. Obviously, all the Airbuses, generally you could fly with the plane specific stuff, like startup and all that plane specific part of it. So it's not at all specific to the A320. But then all the flight planning stuff, that's useful knowledge for any aircraft, whether you're in a 172 or 737, whatever. So that's nice. So when you watch that, you're not just learning how to fly an A320 specifically. Obviously, you'll just be the most acquainted with that, since that's what I was flying. And obviously, the startup and shutdown, all stuff, that stuff is specific to an Airbus. But even reading charts for this flight, you'd be able to understand it better, hopefully. So we're headed to Pempu. Does seem quite far away, but luckily we're only on a 30-mile. Well, I guess this is 30 miles, so yeah, it is far. Trying to pretend I'm almost there. It saves me from having to ask so many questions in stream. Well, I don't mind the questions. Love talking to you guys, so keep them coming. Hopefully you have some more. Let's check the chart. There we go. So this is set up. Let's just actually look at the approach. Hey Hardcore, how you doing? So at Pempu we have to be at, or no, Mepsi, we have to be at 2500. Pempu just max 210. Yeah, can't go below 2400, but I'd recommend 25, so we will do that. And a max of 189 knots, so we'll get to 2500 and 210 by Pempu, then it makes it easy. We'll just worry about slowing down. It's only 5 miles between the two. So let's do a quick 3% calculation. Not that this plane needs a 3% glide slope, but let's make it super, super comfortable. So obviously from the tutorial you'll know, 22,022 minus our altitude we want to get to, which is 2,500. So minus 2.5, we have to lose 19.5 thousand feet. Times that by 3. So we need 58 miles. So let's set our range to 60 miles. So when Pempu hits that 60 mile mark, we will go, oh, there we go, top of descent, okay. Never mind, the plane is too advanced. Guess I don't need it. Let's set our altitude to 2,500. And let's go to VNAV. Turn off altitude, right? Or do we want both? No, we just want VNAV, okay. VNAV and nav, right? And auto throttle, yep, okay, everything is set. We're 98 miles away, that's nice, we can actually see it there. Let's bring this back down to 30, I like that there for now. The camera will be up and running again by the time we get there. Alright, it's charged enough to turn it back on. Yeah, so we don't have an estimated time, which that's annoying, but let's just use a simple ETA calculator. All right, 980, no, not 180 miles, no, 98 miles. At 0.45 Mach, we'll take. Waiting. Oh boy. Let's change that to 90. We've gone 8 miles at least. Before I tell you how long it said, that's a good minute. 18 minutes. Alright, well that's not too bad I guess. And we'll gain a little more speed even as we descend. But yeah, this is a big plane. A big flight. But it's nice to use a variety of aircraft, not just always the fastest ones. So is this Lake Manitoba now? Probably not at all. Probably right there. Do you turn approach on, or did I hear you say there's no ILS for this airport? There is no ILS. I believe it's our nav approach. It is, so radio navigation. So it's still going to have a glide slope, a glide path, they call it instead of glide slope. So I believe it will be able to follow it down, just can't nod to the accuracy of an ILS, but it should be able to help with the descent, which we'll see. Should still show a diamond, and the plane will be able to take it down for a bit on its own. So we will still turn approach on as well. To kind of better answer that part of your question. Let's set up the course dial. Where's the heading? 310. Yeah. So if we change on this plane, I'm still very, very new to it, but I think it's nav select here. Yep. Localizer 1. I don't even know if we need to be on localizer, but we'll just set up this one just in case that's how you do it. To 310 degrees. Okay, and then we'll go back to FMS and turn nav back on. Oh, it stays on. Right, I like that about the pilot test planes. Pilatus. I don't know how you say it. Never figured out if that was Lake Manitoba or not. There we go. That absolutely is not also. That's that lake. So yeah, it is. I'm right. It's that big body of water. I can kind of see right there. It's far. But it's coming closer and closer to us. And it'll be meeting us kind of where we are landing, of course. The second way you said it? Shoot. Pilatus? Pilatus? I don't remember how I said it the second time. Pilatus? I'll say it only that way. Is that right or not? I'm also Googling it. How to say Pilatus. Pilatus. Okay, yeah. There we go. But obviously a brand could be different than the normal word. No? Okay. Oh, Pilatus. Hold on. I'm looking at a Pilots of America post. So everyone says Pilatus. Apparently everyone's saying that. But it looks like it is. I thought it was pronounced holy crap. That's an insane airplane. I can't afford it. I used to work at the dealer. Everyone pronounced it Pilatus. We did have one guy that said Pilatus. Yeah, exactly. Alright, well, apparently Pilatus is the most common. Pilatus, yeah, everyone's saying that. I pronounce it. Where's the other engine? Yeah, it looks like Pilatus is right. Who knows? Named after a mountain in the Swiss Alps. Oh, the mountain is Pilatus. Mountain type of aircraft. Okay, well, this how to pronounce website says Pilatus. Pilatus. I'm saying it whatever comes out of my mouth at the time is how I'll say it. All right, let's continue on here. Get a more exterior view here. I'm gonna pull up Google Flights again because I'm going to fill in a couple of spots of the spreadsheet that are missing some information. Where did that tab go? There it is. If you aren't aware, in the description you can find the route spreadsheet that shows every flight that we've done and every flight that's planned, which I've just done a lot of planning in advance, an entire Rockies episode, which will be really fun to do. I'm excited. Plus our next few flights are on there, so there's more in advance than there normally is, which is good. I'll be able to stream more and not have to worry about doing that. It does take quite a bit of time. And then if you want to also see the photos we take along the way, you can go in the Discord and the Tour of the World channel. Different nations say it different. I pronounce it different to you. Yeah, I can imagine that's true. Judging by how that website told me to say it. And the reason I brought up that whole spreadsheet thing is I'm searching Google Flights is just one of the categories we have on there as a kind of a for fun category is the price of the flight. Just if you were to get an airline ticket between the two, and obviously that's not always possible, so sometimes there's 1, 2, or 7 stops, but that's the price we put in if you wanted to fly right from that airport to the other, even though obviously that wouldn't always be the most reasonable thing to do. That's what we put in. I try to put a pretty average price in, not just the cheapest day, but not the most expensive either. Just so we can have a total price at the end, which is just fun to see. So far, I guess I gotta put in one more flight to include this one. 1 second. Grand Rapids Airport in Manitoba. This is not going to be one that shows up for sure. Manitoba. There we go, 386. Wherever this actually take us. It would bring us to Winnipeg. That's literally it. Okay. But if it can only take, if it shows that, for example, this flight, it can't take us here. The closest is Winnipeg, which is very far. That's still the ticket price I put in from Brandon to Winnipeg, just because that's what you have to do in real life. Then you have to drive. So, $349. So for all the flights we've done so far, including this one, the ticket price would be $8,162 Canadian. That's fun. Grand Rapids to Gillam. Oh wow, the next ticket is $1,400. That's gonna change the average price a lot from apparently from this small airstrip to another airport very far north, Manitoba. Obviously this it's not gonna work. You have to actually, the actual ticket is from the Pass Airport to Winnipeg and then a 15-hour layover, then Winnipeg to Gillam. Apparently that's $1,400. Lovely. $1,480. That is our most expensive flight so far. The next one we're doing, even though it's only 325 miles, it's just so remote, I guess. guess we can't put a flight into Uranium City. No one goes there. That sucks. We'll just put in $500, I guess. Didn't think so. Uranium City to Orange. No one goes there, of course. We put in $400. Saskatoon. Just have to guess some prices based on the remoteness and miles for flights that just don't even give you the closest flight. Just absolutely not available. There we go. I'll stop doing that for now. That's enough put in. Something to do while we're on our long cruises. Alright, we should be pretty close to the top of descent, right? Where is the top of descent? VNAV is on. Oh, we're descending. I didn't even notice. Great job, plane. You're more focused than I am. I'd hope so. And let's see how long we're gonna be or so. Now we are 40 miles away and we're going much faster. So let's say 39 miles at 0.466 Mach. We have about 7.5 minutes left. Perfect. I'm going to turn off the flight status here before I forget. So I don't need that right now. We're on our descent and we can see everything here. I'm just going to set up the camera real quick. Now that that phone is back up and running. Hope everyone watching is doing well. Appreciate you all being here so late. Well, late for some of us anyway. Just turn on the camera for a second to make sure it's all lined up nicely. I can see a preview on my screen, but it's cut off on OBS, so intentionally. Oh, alright. Sorry, I was doing my test I do before stream. Just out of habit, I saw my camera, make sure I pull the yoke back and it can see the yoke the whole time. Was not thinking that we were currently flying a plane. I probably shouldn't do that. Autopilot will figure out my mistake. Sorry, how do I explain that one to the passengers? Just making sure the yoke works. Oh, we're under 18,000 too. I need to set the barrel. Altimeter. Let's go. Can I do this? I never do this. That's the last flight, I know, but let's see. No. That's not what I want. Alright, it's not an ICAO, so I'm wondering if we can get this here. We're going to... I've lost it here. So many on this list. Grand Rapids, CJV8. I know it's not an ICAO, so it'll work. Alright, if it finds it, but got no MEDAR obviously available. What do we do in that case? Yeah, what do we do if there's no... I've never really had none. Just find the closest airport, I guess? For now. Morning, Jacob. How are you? Nice to see you again. Let's see. go to Grand Rapids, Manitoba, and search for an airport. Let's find the nearest airport to here that will have a ICAO. Easterville. Will Easterville have a ICAO code? It's not far away. Yes, it does. Oh. No, it's not an ICAO code. What about Newton Lake Airport? No, that won't either. The Paz Airport, that does. Okay, that's a bigger airport. Tyler went back to work today. Well, hopefully it went well, even though you're tired. At least you're off now. I'm not looking forward to work in the morning. Let's just search for this airport. It's the best we can get. 3037. It's a pretty far away airport, but it's better than nothing, I guess. 3037. Especially when standard is so much lower than that, obviously. 3037. Oh, yeah, that's quite high. 3037. So obviously going to adjust all that. Alright. Looks good. Is there nav on? It is. Why are we off course like that? Why is that happening? Alright. Well, I don't know. Maybe it just got too far off the path or something weird. Let's make sure we're on course. How cold was it in IRL today / yesterday? Let's see. It'll be colder now than really what you're asking because it's nighttime, obviously, but not that cold. It's pretty good here. -6 feels like -8. Yeah, not too bad at all. It's probably like 50, 60, 70, 80 degrees Celsius for you. Boiling. Compare fuel quantity. Where is the prop low speed on? Well, that's helpful for when we're on the ground. Taxiing like crazy, I'll be using that. Let's just really be looking around here. See if there's anything else useful. Here's all the brightnesses and lighting. Not too bad, plus 30 for you? Okay, that's not bad. Nice, obviously, but not too crazy. Somebody else in here said it was like 40, plus 40 for them. There's Lake Manitoba. It really is massive. Wow. That's crazy. Absolutely huge. Actually, we're going to save the CJ4. Let's see, to Gillum for another flight in a couple flights. So I'm looking at the next 3 flights. We have 325 miles, 320, and 283. So I'm going to throw the CJ4 onto the 283 flight. And we've had a couple slow flights, so let's throw the longitude on the next flight just for fun. And the middle flight of 320, we'll see after the longitude flight what plane we want to switch it to, or keep it at the PC-24. Just really depends on how fast that goes and what we want. Obviously, the longitude's the fastest plane, so cruises at like 1,050 kilometers an hour, or actually more than that even. Weather hasn't been the greatest lately. Raining. Oh, it sucks. It's been snowing a lot here, like gentle snow, so it's kind of nice, but getting quite a bit of it. Let's check the charts to make sure everything's going well. I know we're gonna have to reduce our speed here if it doesn't do it on its own in a minute. So Pempu, we have a max of 210 knots. And we are almost there, right? Oh yeah, this is set to 8. We're really almost there. So let's go ahead and set this to manual speed. And we're setting to knots, right? Yeah. I set it for 210 knots. Bring the power back here. And again, the altitude doesn't matter here, but we want to be at Mepsi at 2,500 at Mepsi. So I'm getting a little worried that we won't make that there. Fighter jet for the third one. That's not a bad idea. What is the third one? Well, the middle one. It is. Oh no, it's two pretty standard airports. There's one. Where's the Uranium City one? Oh no, that is the Uranium City one. Yeah, maybe we'll do that for fun. Let's do that. I'm not sure if it'll be this stream or the next one. I just got to see what times. But Uranium City is a really cool ghost town at the top of Manitoba. It had a population of about 2,500 peak, and now it's down to like 70 or 80. It was a boom town for mining uranium, which is pretty neat. There's a cool Wikipedia page on it. And it's got an old airport, and it's asphalt, but it's completely like destroyed if you look at it on Google Maps. So it's very, very top Manitoba, very far north. Obviously, there's further territories in Canada north, so it's not the most northern point or anything. But for Manitoba, it almost is. So it's going to be pretty cool to see. We're going to do things manual here. Let's set it for 2,500. It already is. Let's go to vertical speed, and let's go crazy with this thing. I'm not messing up anything for this. Oh, that's up. That's up. Oh, I just as I say that, and I mess it up more. 3,500. Of course, it's gonna go idle. So it's VPath. No, that's not right. VNav off. Altitude hold on. Vertical speed. Minus, say, 2,500 or 3,000. Can we do 3,000? Do we have air brakes in this thing? No, we just have flaps, of course. Max speed of 180 there, so let's set it all the way down to like 160 now. I do not want to be putting power in. We're going down this fast. That would be ridiculous. Or, you know, let's just set it for 180. That's what it says, so let's do that. Of course, we're going faster than that, so it is descending very quickly. That's great. We're higher than we're supposed to be, but we're getting there very fast. There we go. Perfect. There's Grand Rapids Airport. We are going past it and then turning around, I believe, right? Or no, no, we're just coming in straight here. Okay. So what's the range looking like? Let's focus. Right, I keep thinking this is 5 because I have it set to 5. This inner circle is 5. So we're 10 miles now. Let's go down to 150 knots. Set the first stage of flaps. Oops. Good to know. Sorry about that, plane. So you get for not putting the references right in front of my face. I don't know what I'm doing when that happens. Arm the approach. Where is it? VNav approach. Might be a little bit late here. Oh, the vertical track is above us. We're good, I think. Nav select. Yeah, it's not a localizer, so let's just give it an FMS. I think that it should do something with the glide slope. I'll turn off this just for now. Let's set it for... Yeah, I'm very new at this plane still. I have bad. This is a little bit messy here. For 130. The auto throttle is very, very spotty, just like on the PC-24. Very not so good. We'll do a lot of manual flight here with this plane. Now let's just set it all the way down to, say, 105. I'm not sure what speed it needs to get to, really. Next stage of flaps, we're a little over speed for that again. Whoops. And gear out. I'll help with the drag. Alright, yeah, it's not doing the vertical glide path either, so my bad for doing it wrong most likely, but let's just do that. Turn off auto throttle and autopilot. And go idle. We're gonna need full flaps at this airport. Is this full flaps already? No, it is not. This plane lands very slow. That's interesting. I just wasn't expecting that. It's like a 172. And it's much larger. or quite a bit larger. That's helpful. This is a small airstrip. Yeah, it'll be fun to do the fighter jet. Obviously, I'm going to do a lot of them from like military bases, but like I said, we're going up to the ghost town, kind of like an exploration mission. It'll be good for sightseeing, and it'll get us there quick. So we'll use that. That'll be fun. Again, I'm not sure if that one will be in this episode. We're going from Grand Rapids to Gillam next in the longitude, and then we will switch to the fighter jet. F-18. Yeah, I should focus more on this here. We're coming in so slow. Honestly, the stall speed's way at 65 or 60, like 3 knots. So I'm imagining the landing speed's actually not at like 90. It's probably at 70 or so, like 75. So let's just try to get a little closer to that. Pulling up. Let's add some power back in. Just wanted to be able to get the speed without getting too close. Okay. Pull up more. There we go. 78. That's what I'll try to aim for there. Again, we want to be landing as slow as it can on this runway. It's not like we have room to experiment. Honestly, I think I can land even slower than this. Let's pitch up even more. Try for around 75. Spam the camera on button if it works or in time. Probably not. There we go. Probably not focus very well, but that's okay. Alright, snow made it a little hard to see where the ground was, but it's okay. Let's do reverse thrust. Not that we really need it. Seems. I don't even know if reverse thrust worked there, but actually I think it's set a ground reverse, not really used as a reverse thrust. Alright, let's put our flaps up and we'll spin around here. Beautiful. Welcome to Grand Rapids, Manitoba. Literally just a dirt strip, snow strip. Which, yeah, when I said longitude, I don't know. Yeah, there's no trees at the end, we'll be okay. It is so powerful, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'd say another 9 out of 10, perfect, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking it was pretty good coming in, but hit a little harder than I anticipated just because of couldn't see the ground too much. I love the propeller, it looks sick. You're getting too good at reading the landers report now? Well, it won't last, don't worry. But it's cool to see that practice actually is working, obviously. I'm getting better. Even if it's not consistent, it's once in a while, and that's the best part. Alright, let's go for the longitude now, since we are flying considerably further. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's get the longitude, configure. See if there's a different livery than what we've been using. No, there's not, right? I was going to say, I think I've checked actually before. It's going to be interesting coming from this airport. Sim brief, new. Let me highlight this. Alright. Seat. I'm worried that the seat ain't going because I feel like I typed it somewhere else. No, I didn't. Okay. CJ V8. to Gillum Airport, Manitoba. Or yeah, it's in Gillum, Manitoba. CYGX. 1 second, I just noticed something spelled wrong on my spreadsheet. I gotta fix it. OCD about it. There we go. And the longitude is C something, right? S something, I mean. Oh, it is C. Longitude, where are you? Should just look it up. C700, right? Okay, there we go. And let's just check some information about Gillum. CYGX. What runways do we have? Right to gravel runway, 5,000 foot. You know what? I'm thinking this might not be the best first plane. Let's try it. That'll be fun. It'll be interesting, we'll say. I know the PC-12 and 24 can land on pretty short runways. I think the longitude can too. It's got reverse thrust and the engines are so powerful. We'll just land as slow as it can. 5,000 foot is long. Just the gravel is concerning, but yeah, that's okay. So we won't mess with changing the runway. We'll let it figure it out. This will be interesting. The flight should be pretty quick. It is quite a bit longer. But that was 188 miles to 325. But again, we're going way faster. Literally double speed. At cruising anyways. It wants to get to 43,000. This thing always wants to go so high. Import, please. Fortunately, there's no way to not start on the runway here, so we won't be doing the checklist at the beginning, like usual. Obviously, set up the flight plan and stuff. Make sure it's set up, but just starting the aircraft. Luckily, we've done it a good few times with the longitude. There's just no gates here, so can't really do it. Let's not do it at this time of the night. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, we're taking off this way? Yeah, I'm gonna veto that.
No takeoff.
I'm gonna veto that right now. Nice to be back in the longitude again. Flight plan. Runway 31. I'm gonna say no to that. Why is the rudder doing that? I gotta do full left and fix it. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. We need all the space we can get here. But again, this thing can rocket, so should be okay. Yeah, we're switching to runway 15 for sure. Or 13 actually. Yes, let's regenerate that flight. And let's import it. I think we're past the runway here. We're into the deeper snow. That's okay. We need the space. Let's just get over that. Launch, dude. That's super legit. You want to generally keep the series legit as we have been, so this will be a bit of an exception, but yeah, this runway looks pretty long. Alright. Did it import? Let's view. Yeah, runway 13, perfect. To Kurod. And let's also go to Navigraph here. Actually, we'll set up like procedures for arrival if there's any while we're in the air. Wouldn't normally do that, but we want to have something to do while we're cruising. let's set the autopilot as we're taking off. Let's set our flaps. We're definitely going to need those, especially for this runway. No problem at all for this thing. It's a beast. This thing wants to go up so fast. Beautiful. I'm pitching down a little bit here. Alright, let's turn on the flight director. Let's turn on autopilot. And FLC. Let's set the speed to FLC manual 185 or 180. I believe that's the max speed. Is autopilot on? Yes, it is. Here we go. Are the passenger lights on? No, they're not. Let's do that. And then let's also set the map to full screen and direct activate and nav mode. Where is it? There we go. Beautiful view. Flaps up. Lake Manitoba is just insanely large. Oh, we're flying right over it. That's perfect. Love it. Honestly, don't want to climb to 43,000. We're not trying to save fuel. I don't want to. We'll climb to 30. Let's say 20,000 actually. Just want to see more. Looks cool from 43, but I don't want to do that. I'll help our climb rate too. We'll get there a lot faster. Still be able to hit our max speeds, no problem at 20,000. Should be able to. We're already halfway there. Turn landing lights off, 10,000. Let's zoom out a little bit here on the display. Let's actually zoom out quite a lot, 50 miles. Alright, and then let's go to flights. We already have it loaded. So yeah, nothing is available for real this time. Oh wait, I just can't see. That's a 6. Never mind. We are supposed to be landing on runway 23. Okay, for runway 23 we have RNAV Y. Is there anything in the plan? No. So we will add it. Runway 23. It's red. Hold on. RNAV Z, what does that look like? What is this? Oh, that's RNAV Z there. Okay. I think we will do RNAV Z and we will do psychic. Or what does it say? RNAV Z. That's not the same thing as that. Hatred and S is S-A-X-U-X, that is S-C-G-E-K, it seems. Where is this? Oh, it's on that side. Hatred. Okay, sure. Let's add this throughout. There we go. And let's add it to the actual plane too. Procedures, approach. We want RNAV, Z, 23. That's Y. Interesting. Is there an FZ here? Okay. There it is. Load. Okay, there we go. We're already at 20,000. Set the bureaus to standard. And turn off our passenger lights. Auto throttle automatically on. No, let's not do that. Let's not have a takeoff power. Let's let auto throttle control things. What's our max speed set for 180 for? Flaps are not down, right? Not at all. Oh, they are. What? Oops. That would do it. So let's turn up our speed here. Change it to Mach. What is the cruise speed again? I can't remember. .84 Mach, right? Let's go all the way up there. Let's get this thing going. Oh, it just maxes out of that. Perfect. Alright, good time to go cook steaks on the barbie. I'll see you later, CC. And chat, see you, Jesse. Enjoy. That sounds great. Wish I could have that right now, wow. Enjoy. Let's turn the camera off for now. So we're not doing much, obviously. There goes at speed, climbing up. We'll see that estimated time to the waypoint drop significantly. And it's only going to keep going down. Much more than just time passing, of course. This thing can haul. Looks like we do have a speed restriction for height, altitude actually. Let's bring it down. Good to know. We're going to be climbing then. We'll set it for 43, which is what it wanted for flight. Change it to FLC here. Let's go up. Whatever I can climb at this speed. Not in a rush. And then we'll stay at our max speed while we're climbing as well. And once the speed restrictions goes, we'll just level off. So we can stay as low as possible by going as fast as possible. So the engine should, they'll go to max and we'll stay around the same speed. It should pitch down to keep that speed and just climb slower. Just decided to climb like crazy fast right now. So let's go max speed right now, please. There we go. Because I'm much more prioritizing going fast than climbing fast. There we go. Max low health speed. Down to under 5 minutes to that waypoint now. It's crazy while going 320 knots, this thing can climb this fast. Oh, wait, I see it's doing that automatically. Interesting. It's going to keep going down. We're in FLC, it just shouldn't do that, obviously. Should be more focused on the speed. Alright, well I'm going to change this then to, we'll climb it at 3900, we'll change the vertical speed and reduce it to 3200 or whatever we can do to gain some speed. So again, that's the priority. Let's say 3000. Still climbing plenty fast. Just go down 2500 for now. now as we're getting higher, we're actually able to only climb slower, so let's get all the way down to 1500. Oh, it's actually not even trying, it's going to throttle back. Is this 0.84? It is. Okay, we can go all the way there now, so that's where we're at. We're at 30,000. Let's just set it for 30,000. There we go. No problem. Let's get to the speed we want now. Yeah, so I guess 30,000 feet we can go whatever speed we want. This thing is so freaking fast. Again, that's just crazy speeds. 0.84 Mach, that's 1,040 kilometers an hour. Over the American 645 miles an hour airspeed right now. A minute and a half at the speed for 13 miles. So we'll cover the rest of the distance of the flight in no time. Beautiful view. Wow, yeah, look at that. Even the shade of the water is different. Lake Manitoba is just massive. A nice picture of that. Since we're at 30,000 and such a fast speed, we'll have to really pay attention to where top of descent will be. And obviously last time we were at 43. Let's wait for it to switch to the next waypoint to see how long that's going to take us, and how far it really is. Looks like about 140 miles is my guess. No, never mind. 110. So it takes about, I'd say 7 seconds to go a mile at this speed. Looks like 110. Wow, look at that. That's spot on. Obviously, I have the range of 50 to help me out, but I'd say it's a pretty good guess. This thing looks like a spaceship too. I love it. But when you're going at 45,000 feet at 1,000 kilometers an hour, it needs to be a spaceship, quite literally. So let's check our flight plan again. Our charts for the approach. Here we are into this leg. We still have a good distance from there as well. About the same, maybe a bit more, about 110, 120 miles. How long is that going to take? About 12 minutes. So probably about 20, 22 minutes. Well, 20, 25 minutes left in the flight total. Probably 25 to landing. Alright, and then if we look at the RNAV approach, we're coming into Itrid, here we are. So we have to worry about max for 210. And TICAC we have to be at 1900, so we really gotta go all the way down before that. So obviously we'll try to be at 1900 by Itrid, just makes it a little easier. And we'll do it ourselves this time for 3%. Last time I think we needed speed brake. I can't remember. With using VNAV. No, that was PC-24 that we needed it. I think. For sure with the Boeing 737. Maybe not the PC-24. No, I think that worked well, actually. Anyways, we're at 30,000. We have to get 1900, so we'll just say 2,000. We need to lose 28,000. We'll say 0.1, obviously. 28.1 times 3, 84.3. So 85 miles away from Itrid, we will start our descent. Because that will give us that wiggle room of technically 0.7 miles in the calculation and 5 miles here. So 5.7 miles extra. Should be easy, good enough. So after YTH, we will be going to Itrid. And we'll know just how far we have. Let's make sure it's not less than that distance, so we don't... No, of course it won't be. And it's calculated top of descent, which could be right. It's probably going to be more aggressive than 3% though, but I'm going to do it 3%. Just how I like to do it. At least for this flight. We can set our barrel in advance, which is nice, so let's just do that. Looking for things to do. So otherwise I'll probably forget about it, so while I'm thinking about it, it's always good. We're going to Gillam, Charlie, Yankee Golf, X-Ray. Again, if you want to see the flights and see where I'm looking at, I have a big spreadsheet. It should be in the description. The link should work. And if not, or just another way to do it, if you go to the Tour of the World channel on our Discord, you can see all the flights and all the photos that we do. Post a message after each episode, and at the end of the message, you'll see a link to the spreadsheet, which just shows everything. And a bunch of other more fun information, like the cost of the airline tickets all added up, and landmarks and comments that are along the flight. Comments are all AI generated, which is nice because then they're actually detailed and it gives you a little description of what you'd see on the flight. More detailed than if I had to write one for every single flight, that's for sure. So it helps me and it helps you. 3039, well, that's a pretty significant change. I will set the barrel in advance here. 3039. There we go. Of course, it's still going to be on standard until we hit 18,000. And I'll forget this, honestly. Let's just change this to 3039 now. That will also help us see the altitude difference. Yeah, see how much we're gaining. A lot. 30,404. Yeah, so it's actually 440 feet above. So we're going to gain a bunch of altitude when we hit 18,000. That's the other plane. Let's go for a view in the back for a sec. Nice cabin. There we go. Let's set that flight status up there. We'll chill out for a little bit while we wait. We'll know by the turn to go back to the cockpit. We'll still have more time after that too, but we got a while. Nice to be looking out here. Ground speed's, I believe, a little slower than what our airspeed is, so we might have a headwind. Let's see, what is 498 knots in kilometers? 922 is, yeah, we have quite the headwind. I think we're traveling airspeed-wise about 1,030, 1,040 kilometers an hour, 922 ground speed. That's still real fast, as you can see. Which is no, that's not true. 573 miles an hour ground speed. Very, very interesting topography here. Lots of lakes like Ontario, but a lot of like rolling hills between them. A lot of elevation changes, just minor, but a lot. Pretty cool. This flight's not too long and we're going so fast you can see that progress bar move so quickly. You like watch it. Satisfying, like a giant loading bar. Very useful to have that. Hope everyone's still having a good night. Hey Can of Beans, how you doing? Thanks for being a member of the channel. We're almost at the top of the descent here. We're headed to Gillam Airport in Manitoba from Grand Rapids, Manitoba. Just almost straight north. Actually, you know what? I had to look up something real quick. I gotta find this large dam. Obviously, we're trying to see landmarks. Not that it's huge, but there's not many landmarks in northern Manitoba like this, but whatever there is what I'm trying to find, and the largest generating dam in Manitoba is near Gillam. That's why this airport was chosen. I was trying to remember why did I choose it. Most of them have a reason. Okay, it's further down the river than Gillam itself. Oh, Kettle Dam is at Gillam, okay. So Kettle Dam and Limestone is further down. Same river, so. Looks like there's actually 3. And another further up. So yeah, we'll fly along the river and go to Gillam. We'll see it, and then when we leave in the next flight, in the next stream, we will fly along the actual river close up and see all the dams, which will be cool. The next one will be to very, very far north, the most northern point in Manitoba, to Uranium City. Should be cool. It's like a cool ghost town, so definitely make sure you're here for that. Cool to explore that. ETA is 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so we turn. Good day, Stacia. Hey, Gemini, how you doing? Nice to see you. Proud to say I've been here since around 307. My Fire tablet and watched while flying on the side. Version of YouTube didn't have live chat. Oh, well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. That's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that I have as many subs as I do now, but still can never actually fathom it. Honestly, don't check too closely anymore. 2,150, yeah, that's crazy. Appreciate all of you. Of course, you don't have to be a member, but I really do appreciate that as well. The moral support of it and shows that someone wants to see more content. It's honestly more important to me than the financial aspect of it. Alright, we're turning now. Top descent's pretty soon, but of course we're gonna probably go earlier than that. To keep it at 3%, we were just waiting to see how far exactly the next waypoint is. Well, actually, we still have a minute till we hit YTH. And our altitude's not set to 1900, so let's just set that. It will start to go down on its own, but I'm going to try to take over. 1900, no. Push, fine. Okay, there we go, 1900. Thank you, Gemini, if you're talking to me. I believe you are. Yes. Let's see. I got all distracted. My mind just shuts off sometimes. There we go. 108 miles. So, let's see the calculator again. 85 miles, right. And that, again, is going to the right thing. Are we looking at the right thing? Canada transition is 180. Flyable across the board too, right? Yes, it is. It could be different in certain areas, but that's the general standard. For all of North America, I believe. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reminding me what we're doing. ITRID, right. Is that what is next? No. No, we have some other waypoints before ITRID. So we have actually even more than this distance. We have SETAV. Let's just overlay this like that, so we can see what we're working with. Okay, that's not on there, I see. There's no arrival here though, so where do those waypoints come from? I'm sure they're right, but they might be part of the other. Well, it was in there before, I'm not sure. Let's just go direct it. ITRID, that's what is on our sim brief, so it'll make planning a little bit easier. 104 miles from there. So yeah, we'll wait until it's 85 and we'll descend. Unless it takes me earlier. If it takes it earlier than that, obviously then it'll be a gentler glide slope, and that's fine with me. Just I imagine it wants to take it later and have a more aggressive glide slope, which it's also fine generally, but I'm not going to do that. I want to be able to calculate it myself. It gives me something to do. Passenger lights are all off. Yeah, okay. Let's turn these lights on. That should probably be on. .94, so about 10 miles. 11 minutes till we get there. So we're close. Let's see where the river actually is. Or does. It's got a flight planner center. It's the river that has all the generating stations on it. Okay, it is all connected here. It's water source. Comes a river and a lake a couple times, so yeah, it is this river that we're following generally. Spamming all types of buttons here. Top time was within 1 minute. I guess it is going to do it pretty gently. We're about to hit 84 miles, so since we're so close, might as well let it do it, honestly. It's less than 10 miles away, yeah, okay. So like I said, I do it at, right now, 84.7, so we'll let it do it 5 miles away. That's fine. It's not too aggressive then. Overall, that's going to make it easier. We'll set our speed down a little bit here, right before we hit top of descent, to give it some extra wiggle room so it doesn't overspeed. Just a 0.2 Mach down. so we still keep our speed up. If you want to split your screen outside, by the way, this is the control panel for this screen, the PFD. So you can just hit split at the bottom and it automatically puts the map there, which is great. The same dial does range as this one does this range. So you can have a nice close one and a far one. That's what I like to do. Still, my far one can come in now as well. Mostly when there's things coming up like top of descent. 1900 is there. Well, we don't have VNAV on, so that's not going to do anything. Oops. Let's go to vertical speed and lose probably more than we need to catch up to it real quick. We're going to do a little bit of overspeeding, but that's fine. The engines will throttle down to keep up. What is our ground speed here? It's actually so fast that we have to go even faster down. Yeah, 2400 is 3%. And we want to catch up to that, so let's actually go down 2700 to slowly catch up to it. How do I like the avionics in the CJ? I love it. They're beautiful. And it's the similar system, same Garmin system as the Vision Jet, which I flew a lot before, so it helps even more. But honestly, even if I hadn't used it before, I think I could get used to it pretty quick. They're really, really well done. So just to show you what we're doing. To go down at a 3% glide slope, we take the ground speed times 5, roughly. So 487 times 5 gives me 2400, so we round to 2500. But of course, I want to catch up with the glide path that had, so that's why we're descending at 2700. We should be catching up to it about 300 feet per minute, which is not much. It should be enough. We're overspeed a little bit here, but it's set back to 0.82. Oh, we're lower, so our speed restrictions have just come down a little bit. There we go. Beautiful plane, sir. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's a fantastic plane. You guys are in the back though, so you can tell me how nice it really is. Looks pretty nice. No couches or anything, but really nice seats. Some tables to hang out. Put your laptop on, watch the stream. Let's turn the flight status off here. Just do our own calculation again, because now we're not doing VNAV, so we're just doing it ourselves anyway. So I don't want FLC. I just didn't want VNAV. My bad. Okay, that's fine. So we're at 23,000. Let's say at 23,000 minus 1.9. We need to lose 21.1 times 3. So at 23,000, we need 64 miles. Let's see. As we pass 23. We have 53 miles, so we need to go a little faster. So we'll take our ground speed. If we times it by 1.3, we'll do it just fine. So we'll take our 1.2, sorry. So we'll take our ground speed, 452 times 5, the normal calculation, and we'll times that by 1.2, which gives us 2712, and we're going at 2900, so we're actually just fine. Can't wait to fly till the ES30 is flyable. Yeah, me too. I didn't know it was actually not flyable, and it's just not me. Maybe it is just me, but yeah, I'm not sure if you heard the first episode of this. That was the very first plane we were supposed to take from Toronto to Ottawa, and I couldn't get the engines to start. The 1 and 4. Tried manually many times. Looked up how to do it. Not many good tutorials. So I succumbed to the Control E, and they started up and went back off. So yeah, it was not cool. What's nice is the Barrow's presets. We just have to change it and it'll go, which is great. But if you're not, you don't, obviously the backup should be your current altimeter because it's your backup. But a good trick I like to do if you want to look at the altimeter in advance and you can't preset it like this, just set your backup altimeter to the arrival airport, and then you don't have to look it up. When you hit 18,000, you can just dial it in. Over at 18,000. Watch, we're gonna gain about 400 feet. I'm gonna press it right at the right altitude here. 3.39. I missed it as I was saying that because I was paying attention to where I click, but yeah, you see it. We just gained like 400 feet. Oh, we're catching up to the glide path. Nice. Only tried it in career. Auto failed each time before boarding. Saved for once, and it didn't register takeoff or climb phase. Oh, great. So not even the problem I was having. Did you have all the engines running? At any point? Well, each time before boarding, sorry. Save for once, it didn't register takeoff or climb phase, so. We'll go slightly below the glide slope. We have caught up to it, which is perfect. Glide path. Or vertical path, sorry. We're very far north now. Getting far north anyway. There is the first of the generating stations, I believe. Maybe one way up there, but nope, just the ground power to start. Yeah, so you probably would have had more issues as well. And there was a dam there. Is that Gillum? I believe that's Gillum Airport there. We're real high. Miles, that's a bit extreme. Let's change this to 5 so we can see 10. Oh, let's change it to 10. 7.5. We'll split the difference. Getting real close. 27 miles. Let's make sure this slope is fine. 13 minus 1.9 times 3 is 33.3 we need. And we have 25, so ground speed 393 times 5 times 1 point, let's say 3, 2,500, and we're going down at 2,000. We're not going down quick enough. Well, to be fair, yes, bottom of descent is there. I'm trying to do it by Itrid just to be safe, but I was thinking it had to be by Taikek, but actually it looks like it needs to be at Etlum. Right, it's recommended 1900. Right? Okay, fair. It has to be 1900 at Etlum, so that's what it's aiming for. So we're good. We'll trust it to mix it. It did well last time. I believe in it. Let's push the speed in for knots. Let's bring it down to 310 knots. Just to start, and then we'll look at the speed restrictions we're coming up to. Itrid has a 210 knot speed restriction. Luckily, we're at this descent rate. We have idle power. It's plenty to slow down. So we're not already at idle while descending, so we don't need speed brakes or anything. Itrid is 18 miles, so at 15 miles, we'll set it for 210. We're going to lose 100 knots. Let's actually set it for 210 now. That's quite a bit. I think at this descent rate, that should be just fine. $210 knots, there we go. And we're under 10,000. Let's throw our landing lights on and our seatbelts and passenger safety lights. Throw a taxi light on too. If you can't because the gear's not down. I love how high speed the flaps are on this plane. High speed everything is. Really, really helps slow down when you need it. Let's bring this into the 5-mile range and this into the 10-mile range. Actually, I want to do the opposite here. I wanted this to be 5 and then this to be 10. So I want to be able to sit when I hit 10 miles to the airport. That helps me better. Here I get a general picture of everything bigger. And I'm looking basically at the same thing, but it's different mentally, trust me. There we go. I just want to see the measurement of 10 miles as soon as it hits the airport, because I need to do some more things, such as landing gear, which is pretty important. So again, 210 by Itrid. We have now 9.3 miles to go to Itrid, and we're almost down to 210. We're almost at flaps 2 speed, but we'll hit flaps 1. We don't need flaps 2 yet. So it's a very slight amount, but that's going to help us get down to 210. And what speed restrictions do we have after? A tight kick? Nothing. So just our landing speeds. Okay, let's go to speed bugs. Make sure we turn these on, all on. There we go. Had my first cross-country flight in the citation last night. Cruise altitude was 410, so I was idle for like 30 minutes before approach. Yeah, that's pretty high. That's awesome. The longitude or the CJ4? Well, 41,000, probably the longitude. Yeah, I had a flight the other day where I was at 47,000. 45 seemed to be the max we were setting at. I could have sworn it was 47, but maybe it was 45 actually. It must have been 45,000, but yeah, it was high. It was very cool to see the rotation, the curvature of the Earth like that. It's awesome. CJ4, oh, okay, well, that makes sense why it wasn't even higher, but yeah, that's high for that. I wouldn't expect that. We're high. We're quite high, but it's got it figured out, I guess. 1900 by ITLM, so we'll let it do its thing. We will do flaps too to help it out. Maybe that's what it's relying on. I don't think so. Because now we're throttling up a little bit, so it's a little bit of waste of fuel. That's okay. Some hype music right now for the landing. You don't really need to see nothing on the camera right now, but I always forget to turn it on until last second, so let's do it now while I think about it. We'll slow down next when we turn in for the 10 miles. We're still on the path. I'm just gotta trust it. Because I don't think this is ever wrong. It's just that the plane is sometimes, some planes can't control to that well, but see, look at how good the auto throttle is. The PC-24 has no excuse at all. Or the PC-12. The Pilatus planes just, yeah, they need to do better. There's Gillen Airport, and we're coming right over the dam and the lake. That's cool. Love it. And this is a decent length runway, 5,500 feet, but it is gravel, so we're gonna be landing at probably a little bit lower than the regular landing speed, if we can. I'm not sure we're gonna hit this altitude constraint. Doesn't matter too much here, but yeah. Also, to be fair, that is recommended. Not mandatory, I guess, so that's fine. Let's go to 200 knots. Gear down. Beautiful. Let's bring it down to the approach speed of 137. All the way down. There we go. 137 for approach. You can see that down here. Approach is 137. Landing is 125. Probably try to land at 115 if we can. And we're past full flap marker. Let's set full flaps. There we are. Fully configured for landing. It's got to throttle up now with all that extra drag of the flaps. Our lights are on. Auto brakes automatic. Speed brakes are automatically armed. We're good to go. Let's do it. You do manual or approach? I'm gonna do manual. As soon as it stops with the glide path, I'll take over. Yeah, there we go. Just gonna set the speed though. It's normally 125, so we'll just go slightly slower, 118. Throttle. No, you need to stop. It's all right. We're good. Let's we'll pitch up a little bit. I just want to make it a shallow landing. I gotta stop generally quickly. Oh, again, 5500 is not too bad, I guess. I'm sure the gravel will help, but I'm not sure if it'll help or hurt. We're slowing down. No time for visuals, I guess. Turn that off. I don't need the distance readout. Auto throttle's off for a reason. I hate that. Turn it off and then there we go. Yeah, turning it off, the way of like controlling your throttle yourself, it does not like at all. So I'm landing much closer to the stall speed than it wants, but again, that's intentional. So we'll see how this landing feels. Usually I'm used to landing this much quicker. That runway's looking smaller and smaller as I get closer and closer. It's much more of a general area too. Let's go more to the left here. I need those readouts. I can't see anything. We're stalling. Oh. Yeah, not a good landing. Worst of the night, but one of them's got to be bad. Too worried about the length of the runway. Likes to disconnect and not deactivate. Yes, it's horrible. Yeah, I'm way too worried about it sometimes, I guess. This had no problem stopping. I'm hardly on the brakes at all. Overcautious. Oh, we're safe. It's just a hard one. Bumpy snow. Oh, that's wrecked a nice longitude. Had so much room to stop. Didn't even use reverse thrust or anything. We'll keep it in mind next time. We'll go with full landing speed and keep that landing speed all the way in. Yeah, we have good landings this episode for sure, and even with the longitude we've been getting better, but it's not my best plane to land, but I think it is because I'm just not used to landing a smaller plane like this. It's not a giant airliner at 125. You can chalk that up to the snow, exactly. Well, that really did screw my reference up for sure. But not as much as other times, because the radio callouts were pretty useful. So I had a general idea. Still, it did just feel like we kept going at the end there. Yeah, so when I flared and then kept flaring and then kept flaring and kept flaring, and then was that stalling, and then I'm like, oh, at least I'm landing with a stall horn, and then it didn't land. So yeah, this is not going well. Alaska Dave wouldn't approve of that one. That's okay. I've had worse that he's seen. Much worse. We're not even going to start the APU. We're just going to let it shut down the harsh way. Awesome. So now if we check the map on the flight planner, we're up in Gillum, Manitoba. So just to what am I supposed to say? I can't remember the word for it. Recap. That's the word. recap what we did. We started in Manitoba. Oh my gosh. Let me just take a minute. We started in Winnipeg, Manitoba. That's what it is. Flew over west to Brandon Municipal Airport, where one of the viewers was from. Don't want to mess up his name, Buzz, right? And then we flew to Grand Rapids Airport, Manitoba, and then to Gillam. So you can see Grand Rapids is obviously right here. Is that? Yeah, there's Winnipeg. Flew over to Brandon, around here, through to Grand Rapids, and flew to Gillam. So made it quite far north. Next episode, we're going to take a fighter jet from here, which is going to be interesting with the F-18. And we're going to fly to Uranium City, which I'll be able to find here without the border line, but it's at the top of Manitoba, an abandoned ghost town essentially, which is really cool. It's around here somewhere, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. If you're gonna fly east, fly my way to KMMU. Let's see where that is real quick. I do want to take absolutely as many requests as I can, but I don't want to backtrack too much. KMU, like in Washington? Morriston? I don't know if that showed up right. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah, for sure we're going to be there. Don't worry. We're not just flying west for good. We're just flying west in Canada. When we do the whole U.S. tour, we'll have lots of stops there. Don't worry. I'll try to write that down to remember it. Actually, if you can head in the Discord, I'm not sure if you're in it or not, but there's a location suggestions thread. If you could put it in there, that'd be helpful. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and we will pick up with that next flight next time. See you, everybody. Again, the final message, by the way, of all the flights we did and the total distance and everything, the spreadsheet link, all of it, the photos, will be in the Discord on the Tour of the World channel. So if you're interested in that stuff, feel free to check it out. See you, Gemini.